Hello, it's me again, Hayden, with 𝗧𝗸𝗲𝗀, and this is October's Bug of the Month. It's a very suggestive caddis pupa, so suggestive that you could almost maybe say it's a crawdad. It's not, it's a pupa. However, you might be getting a little bit tired of throwing pads around, throwing stoneflies around all summer long. It's fall now, rejoice. You can throw a caddis pupa. We know that trout love to munch on these things, so why not feed one to them? Super simple pattern, super easy to tie. You can whip out a bunch of them. So give her a shot. Here you go.
Alright, starting things off with an 𝗥𝗲𝗱'𝘀 in a size 10 with a 3.8mm radiant brown slotted tungsten bead on here. This is some 𝗧𝗸𝗲𝗿'𝘀 vise thread in brown. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie in a piece of green crystal flash. This is going to act as our ribbing. So this is going in first. I'm going to build up a nice base with my thread, adjust myself in the seat a whole bunch, and we're going to come in and make a big long dubbing loop. This is about a 5 to 6 inch loop here. Gather my thread, tie this guy in. So I'm going to take a pretty healthy pinch of, this is the 𝗧𝗸𝗲𝗍𝗍 dubbing, and I believe this is just scud orange. And you can see I'm going to take this in my hands. I've got a pretty big pinch there, and I'm just going to align the fibers into a long kind of noodle. This is going to go in 50-50 in the dubbing loop. And you'll see I was a little ambitious with this fly. You don't need quite this much, but we're just going to kind of poke this around, get everything even in the loop, and give it a nice healthy spin. So I'm pinching the thread, letting that all spin up, and then releasing pressure with my fingers and watching the whole dubbing loop spin up essentially. I'm not going to really pick this out or anything. I'm going to go straight into just wrapping it. We want a pretty bushy, thick, kind of fat caddis body on here. So it looks quite unruly, but you put this thing in the water and it looks a lot more buggy and natural this way. So this is going to go on, just touching wraps of this up the body. And you see here I start to realize I've got way too much dubbing. So I come back. If this happens to you, just give it a nice tight catch wrap here. Gonna do 2 of those. Really cinch down on it and just lop the rest of that dubbing off. And you'll kind of hone in how much dubbing you need as you tie a few of these. And then I want to leave a little bit of room here, so I'm kind of covering up my mess, giving myself a little bit of room to tie in. And I'm just gonna palmer this crystal flash forward as a rib, as you would with wire. You can see it looks like I've got a pretty crazy little butt end on this guy. Whatever you do, don't take your scissors to that. What I like to do is just go in and rip off any fibers I don't like. And these are MFC sexy floss legs in brown. So they're kind of unruly looking, but we want some antenna on this guy. So I'm just gonna kind of fold these over, wrap them on, and then as you wrap them, you can see I'm grabbing and pulling back on those fibers, and they'll kind of seat into place. And I've got 2 pieces of brown CDC here, and I'm cutting those off the stem so that I just have them in the tweezers. And you guessed it, we're making another dubbing loop with these guys. So I'll set that to the side, create my dubbing loop. This one can be a lot shorter. And into the loop with the CDC. So this is going to get smushed on in there. And same thing as we did with the dubbing. So I'm going to get rid of my excess there. Spin it up, release tension with your fingers, and then you can see I kind of worked that whole mess up together, really let it bite in it on itself. This I'll preen into a hackle, kind of mush everything backwards. A lot of preening as you wrap this on. This is going to make up the collar of the fly here, and just wrap this smooth back to the bead. Catch your thread with, or catch your dubbing loop with the thread. Gonna whack that off, and you'll see I'll just kind of pull everything backwards here and whip finish my fly. 2, 3. Cinch that guy down, and I'm gonna hit it with another one here. It's a big fly. We can afford 2 whip finishes. There you go. And then I'll hit this off camera with a little bit of Loctite right on the bottom of the bead where the slot is. And there you have it, a very suggestive, very ugly caddis pupa that gets eaten.